Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Non-Toxic Environment Show. This is your host, Andy Pace. This week, for our manufacturer's moment, we're going to be focusing on moisture mitigation, moisture control in a home. You know, all too often we have projects, new and old, where those inside of the home are dealing with moisture issues leading to mold, bacteria, just overall cleanliness of the home. And so we are always looking for new and innovative ways to mitigate the moisture inside of the home. And of course, proper ventilation in the bathroom is always key, but we can't just rely on that, especially nowadays with the large showers, the large wet rooms that we're building into our homes. Ventilation alone is not cutting it. So a while back, I started working with a company called Airmada Drying Systems. And Airmada has a fabulous system, actually a couple of things we want to talk about today. And we have incorporated into projects already. We're very excited about talking with you about this. I think you're going to be interested in using it in your project. So I'd like to introduce you to Rebecca Jones, who is the National Sales Manager for Airmada. Rebecca, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
Excellent. So the air jet drying system, how, we all know that showers are problematic because of moisture leading to mold problems and just cleanliness issues in general. How did you all come up with this idea? Because it's a fantastic product.
Yeah, so one of the owners, Ron Tucker, he was redoing his own steam shower, and he actually came up with the concept of our other product, which we'll talk about in a minute, which is the air pocket door. And that led him to thinking about air jet nozzles used in a space to both bring in air and help circulate and speed up the drying process. And so that's sort of where the idea came from, and it sprouted from there. So basically, the air jet system is a series of air jet nozzles that are built into the shower space. We custom design each shower. So each shower will be a little bit different in, the amount of nozzles needed, the layout, things like that. And so part of the custom design is we tell you exactly where those nozzles go. So what those nozzles do is they bring air into the shower space to circulate, speed up the drying process. And that's what helps to prevent mold and mildew, eliminates the need for harsh cleaning chemicals and heavy scrubbing, makes it a safer space to walk or roll into. It's a great product for ADA, aging in place. And it's just one of those wonderful add-ons to your shower to make it a healthier space.
We have incorporated this in a few projects already, and we're so excited about how it works. The one of the biggest problems we have with bathrooms being built out to be spa-like, which I totally encourage. I love the concept. I think that your whole home needs to be that healing spa-like space, but because of the volume of air in a bathroom and the taller ceilings, and there's more steam being generated from the larger showers and steam units, there isn't enough air movement. And you can have one really good ventilation system at the top, the ceiling of the bathroom, but there's not enough air moving around without opening up the doors, which obviously takes away the privacy. And so the use of the air jet drying system really takes us to the next level, where it takes anywhere from, it's got to be at least 10 to 20 minutes or even longer, hours, for a shower to dry out on its own. Your system probably takes care of that in just a matter of short amount of time.
It does, and that's exactly what it does. We see a ton of the spa-like wet rooms, even wet rooms with steam, and they're fantastic, but they're really hard to keep clean and keep free of mold and mildew. So that's where we come in and we place the air jet nozzles to really circulate that air best, get it around the tub, all those areas, and speed up that process. Because on its own, a steam shower could take like up to 24 hours to dry, right? That whole time, water's just sitting there, wreaking havoc. And so by speeding up that process, we're just helping, control the whole situation. And I'm glad you mentioned the exhaust fan, because of course you always need a bathroom fan. We always say that our system helps give a bathroom fan something to do, right? So we're circulating that air around. The bathroom fan then works to get that out of the space. But you really do need to circulate that air to get that speeding up of the drying process.
Oh, fantastic. Now, what is the action, or how do you start the process? Is it a matter of when you get out of the shower, you're pressing a button? Is it automatic? How do you put that together?
Yeah. So there's a couple different ways that you could do it. Our system comes with a timer. So once you hop out of the once you hop out of the shower, you just pop the timer on. The timer that comes with our system, it just has like a 10, 20, 40, 60 on it. So you pick the time you want, it runs, it shuts off. Now, if you wanted to swap our timer out for any other timer, you can absolutely do that. We've had a lot of people, the smart home thing is getting to be popular for obvious reasons. It's fantastic. I'm sure you see that a lot. Smart home and healthy home sort of integrate really well together. So you could, if you wanted to integrate our system into a smart home system, you can totally do that. That's fantastic. We have people either do that and it comes on at a specific time. If you know that, okay, little Johnny's going to shower at 9 a.m. and then we want it to turn on at 10, you can do that. And then, Janice is going to shower at noon. We wanted to turn back on at 12:30. You can do that. So, there's a lot of different methods that you can use for automating that as well.
And I like that concept because it kind of takes the forgetfulness out of it. And I see that with air ventilation systems as well. The bathroom vents, we like to use the ones that automatically pop on when it reaches a certain humidity level, because now we're not responsible for forgetting to turn it on or turn it off. And with your system, just to put it into a smart switch where it comes on at a certain time, that makes a lot of sense. And that way, every day you're getting that proper ventilation. Maybe some days you need it more than others, but adding air, more air movement always helps, no matter what.
Absolutely. And the nice thing about the AirJet system and part of the custom design is it can be used in, any shower. So it can be a tub shower, it can be a giant wet room with steam, it could be a roll-in shower, it could be even a mud room. You can use it in non-shower applications too. I was working on a project a couple months ago where someone was building an indoor pool and they had a hallway that led to two different locker rooms. Both the locker rooms had showers and, the whole shebang. So we actually did that whole area basically, right? We did the hallway leading to the locker rooms that the contractor really wanted to focus on. So we did air jets drawing across there just for some nice airflow. And then within each locker room, we of course did the showers, but then we also had airflow across the floors as well. So, it's not just limited to shower areas. We can be creative with it and use it in any space that needs more air circulation.
That's fantastic. I see this incorporated into the entire HVAC system where it's all working together. It's all, trying to achieve the same goal, and your product just helps out all the others.
Absolutely. And especially when we're talking about, I feel like, especially in COVID. Now, in your world, everyone has known about healthy home things for a while. That hasn't really caught on mainstream. I feel like COVID kind of brought that more mainstream for folks. And so they're really starting to be aware of, okay, indoor air quality, wait a minute, mold and mildew, it's really starting to get into their minds, and they really they want to get these systems in place that are helping to, make sure their water is clean, their air is clean, the circulation's working to prevent mold and mildew, the products that they use are non-toxic, things like that. And I'm really happy to see things transitioning in that way.
Yeah, you're exactly right. COVID did speed that process up. I started selling healthy home goods back in the early 90s, and it really wasn't until like the early 2010, 11, where we're starting to come out of that recession, where people were saying, I understand green, but if I'm going to be spending that money, I want a benefit besides just the fact of feeling good about helping the environment. And so people started demanding more healthy home attributes. COVID has now sped that up tremendously. And so we're finding people who wouldn't care less about this back in the day are now, this is their chief goal in mind in building a new home. So we talked about it just a moment before. I want to hear all about the AirJet pocket door. And because I think this is one of the biggest problems with these wonderful fancy showers is that darn glass door, and trying to keep that free of water stains and soap stains and so forth. And it's always that thing that people will say, I would love it, but I just don't want the maintenance. And I think this is a really good solution.
Yeah, that you hit the nail on the head with that. The glass is so beautiful when it's first put up. And like every day after that, it gets worse. And so that really was how this product was invented. So again, it was for a steam shower. Ron wanted a door for the shower, but he didn't want a swinging drippy door. He wanted a pocket door. And so that's how it started. So the air pocket door is basically, if you imagine any other pocket door, right? You've got your rail system up top, you got your pocket, which is hidden in the wall. This is a shower pocket door where the door is made of glass. The whole pocket is made of stainless steel, and we have a drying system in the spine of that pocket. So what that does is once you slide the glass into the pocket, pop the timer on, it's like a mini shower drying system inside that stainless steel pocket that really quickly dries the glass. So you've got a couple benefits here, right? You've got, of course, we're helping to prevent mold and mildew, just like our air jet system. You've got no swinging drippy door, so you can save, up to 3 feet of space. You've got a streamlined look where it's just hidden in the wall. You could shower with the glass in the pocket if you want. And then, of course, we're quickly drying the glass, so we're helping to reduce squeegee, watermarks. We always do, in bold, we like to say, please do some sort of a treatment on your glass if you
Yes.
can, and if you want to go that way, that does help because glass on its own is actually not a smooth surface. So it really depends on the type of water that you have, but it's an awesome door. And it's also great for ADA, for aging in place. It can be done with a curb or without. We have a couple new features of that now, which is a push to open. So you push it, it pops open, you slide it closed. It has a soft stop both ways, which is really nice. And then we have extended sizing available too. So we can do a 96 by 40 on that too. So that one's custom made.
Okay.
We can do any size basically for that. When we just make it per order. So yeah, it's a beautiful door. Again, really great for the healthy home, great for aging in place, ADA, and then of course the health of it.
Now, the one question that I thought of right away was, what's the maintenance on that? Because I think of all this water being blown off the glass, which is awesome, stainless steel surrounding the pocket, but is there a way to clean that pocket?
Mm-hmm. So with this pocket door, the bottom of the pocket is slightly angled down.
Okay.
There's a drain that is built into the door.
Perfect.
That drains all that water into the wastewater or integrates into your shower drain, depending on the style of door that you decide to do. As the side of the pocket also, we recommend slab material on that whole inside threshold area.
Mm-hmm.
And we do recommend that those slabs are put on with screws so that if something happens and maintenance needs to be done, it's easier to get those pieces off to maintain it.
Fantastic. Well, that sounds wonderful. I can't. We haven't used that on a project yet. I can't wait to do my first project with that. It's going to be fantastic. I'm hoping maybe it's my own house because I just love the door. But we'll see. Some other lucky client will be the first one to use it. For me, I know. I've heard from others who have used the pocket door. Obviously, my clients who have used the drying system. It's been just a phenomenal product. It's an investment, but it's an investment that cuts down on so much trouble with maintenance, with safety. One of the problems with, we know with showering, it's not just the water, but it's the soap scum and the dead skin cells and everything that's sitting everywhere. And just being able to dry the shower out as quickly as possible means you don't have those slippery surfaces.
Oh, absolutely. So the safety is a big one. And then if you think about it, from an investment perspective, right? You're investing in all this beautiful tile work and all these beautiful things that you're putting in your shower. And we know that when water sits, it can wreak havoc on, obviously the grout, the tile, and then all of the things behind the wall. So if you look at it as, okay, I'm protecting the beautiful tile investment that I made and helping to protect the safety, it just makes sense,
Excellent. Rebecca, it's been a pleasure having you on today's Manufacturer's Moment. And the links to the website will be included. You can see it on the screen right now, but it'll be in the notes as well. And please, everyone, reach out to Airmada Drying Solutions for your next bathroom project. Thank you, Rebecca.
Thanks so much for having me on.